Hi everybody, Rich from the Forum Company, primarily a venue, and proudly Saki member. This is aimed at Ellen. I know there's a lot of PCOs here, so I know you were talking about ethics originally. How do you monitor that PCOs take their event to a venue that's right for the client rather than it's right for the commission? And also to 80% of the crowd, ethically speaking, do they go to the venue that's right for the client, or do they go to the one that's paying them the advance commission?
Well, sure, is a question.
And it's controversial, and it's not a personal opinion, it's just a topic for discussion.
Yeah, now, well, in my case, I venue find myself as well, and a lot of our PCO Alliance members do. And if a venue pays me 15%, we've got a preferred supplier list. If they pay us 10%, I've got to go where my client wants to go. Because at the end of the day, I must keep my client happy. If they pay me 5%, so be it, but my client wants to go. But we've got a preferred supplier list, whether it's decor, venues, all the suppliers, team building, we've got a preferred supplier list as well.
Is that based on commission or preference in terms of qualification?
Commission and qualification, and like the TPSA accredited for audiovisuals and so on. But commission as well, we support the guys that pays us better commissions, because commissions, 1986, as Jacqueline said when she started, it was 10%. And today it's still 10%. And everything goes up, but our income, our commission is our income for PCOs, most of us. A lot doesn't charge event management fee. So as you were saying earlier on, the professionals out there must charge an event management fee. So in my case, I can speak for myself. If I've got a big event, 600 packs or more, I'm not going to wait for 10% commission. I'll charge an event management fee, because there's a hell of a lot of work involved. You coordinate from A to Z.
Where do we find ourselves in the industry at the moment? This fee-based versus commission-based is something that many industries have gone through. Where do we find ourselves? Is the industry largely fee-based or commission-based at the moment in all of our panelists' opinions?
It's another hot topic.
Yeah, it's a very hot
topic. And it's a
topic
topic that I'm afraid we've exhausted.
Yeah, well, we've been negotiating. We've got Gail, who's here. She's our negotiator on commissions with all the venues, and they want to work with us because we can't work.
Commissions have to go, because commissions ultimately, as they have done in many other industries, will fade away and professionals charge fees. Does our audience agree with that?
Yes. Yeah. That's nice to hear.
And your fee is...
Yeah. The corporates, yeah.
Michael, can I...
I'm not sure I agree with that, but...
Can I make a comment on...
They need education, eh?
Please go ahead. Helen.
It is a hot potato, but it's very easily... money's always emotional anyway. But the agents charge commission. Professionals charge fees. But there's a caveat to this. And that caveat is that it depends entirely on what the agent is doing to earn that commission. Mm-hmm. It is as simple as that. Because it's not as cut and dry as people think. If an independent organizer goes into a venue, and we're talking now from the client point of view, I'm talking about the end user, and they have been appointed to go into a venue, and they have got to virtually sort out everything in that venue. They should have in their agreement with their client that they have going to charge a commission because of the work they've had to do. So it's not as cut and dry as we think it is. But as soon as you get a situation where that middle person, that event manager, independent event manager, I don't even want to call them professional, I want to just call them independent event managers, is getting the bulk of their income out of the venue or the supplier is their client. Finished. There is no ifs and buts about it. Whether the client at the end of the day, the corporate, the end user who's using that venue, is not prepared to pay an actual fee to that middle person, the then it is up to that middle person to put a case forward of why they are not marketing themselves properly. That is the bottom line, is that they're not turning around and saying, I'm not a secretary. I am actually an event manager. I'm an independent event manager who's actually going to make your event a success.
Helen, thank you. I hear that. Chris, let's bring you in from an ICA point of view.
No, I actually want to mention that the other problem with that is that a lot of the venues use commission as a carrot.
Yes, correct.
And unfortunately, some venues will not change that because that's how they bring the business
They get their
in.
business.
Yeah, so if they want the business, they will pay more commission. It's as simple as that. And
So there's
people
dodgy dealing on both ends. I hear
The
that. I'm
venue
going
in
to come to a bigger
particular.
point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lauren, from a Saki point of view?
We don't necessarily have a problem with commission. I think the big thing for us is the transparency.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
letting your client know that you're getting the commission from the service providers that you are using, and you are charging a management fee.
Is the bigger issue double dipping?
Yes.
People are
Yes.
charging a fee
Yes.
and
And
making
getting
commission.
Yes, I would
Correct.
say it is.
That's where it goes wrong.
And we're
Yeah, but,
accepting that amongst the industry bodies here, saying it's common practice.
Can I just
Well-
get a clarification of what double dipping is?
Yes.
Because as far as I'm concerned, and
Charging
and
a fee to a
there's
customer whilst earning commission from a supplier.
That's
And
double
not
dipping.
telling them.
double
And not
dipping.
disclosure.
You've gotta
Double
tell
dipping
them.
for me is when you're already getting an income, a percentage, 10% income from that service provider, and
Yeah.
you're adding on. That is
Yeah.
double
That's
dipping.
also
That's
That is
That
another
is double
form
dipping.
of double dipping.
If you're charging an event management fee for your professionalism to actually manage the event, that's a fee.
Yeah.
When you are getting a commission and you have not disclosed that you're getting 10% commission from that supplier and you're adding on to that, that is, and I'm opening this to the fore because as far as I know, as far as I'm aware, that would be double dipping.